Campaigning on the state election paused briefly today as both leaders stopped for Remembrance Day. But things soon heated up over the LNP's plan to preference One Nation ahead of Labor in about half of the seats, with signs One Nation is stealing the limelight from both parties. Here's state political reporter Josh Babbis.
For a moment, the campaigning was on hold. There was a rare second of truce between the two party leaders and a couple of glances back and forth. But the clock is ticking and there's not a minute to spare. At Everton, Tim Nichols pledged $18 million for free swimming lessons for kids.
Don't fall in. I can swim. I had lessons.
Annastacia Palaszczuk also had a sporting promise at Nudgee.
I'm going to put in $5.5 million for 5 brand new courts. How does that sound?
But both major parties are on the hop, with the new Galaxy poll reported by News Corp suggesting One Nation is soaking up votes in the north. That's despite another day of controversy, with party leader Steve Dickson taking aim at the Safe Schools program.
We are having little kids in grade 4 at school. These are young girls being taught by teachers how to strap on.
Well, that is rubbish. That is complete and utter nonsense, and it is atrocious comment.
Mr Dickson says One Nation is for family values. That's just a day after the party refused to disendorse a candidate after jokes about domestic violence were posted on his sex shop Facebook page.
You're talking about a legally registered business that his partner runs, and I'm telling you again now, quite clearly, both of us are standing behind Mark Thornton as the candidate.
The LNP's Tim Nichols defended his decision to preference One Nation ahead of Labor and the Greens in more than half of the seats.
I'll let Pauline Hanson deal with her candidates. All I know is that our candidates are great, hard-working representatives of their local community.
If you vote for One Nation, you will help get Tim Nichols to be the Premier of this state.
While the Premier prepared to leave for another whirlwind trip across the regions, Mr Nichols was in Chatsworth gathering his faithful.
I want to see this man's position change in the next couple of weeks to Premier.
At the halfway mark, both sides are showing a renewed vigour to keep fighting. And with 2 weeks of good campaigning under his belt, Tim Nichols isn't showing any signs of slowing down. There are still 14 days to go. Josh Babbis, ABC News.